How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Eastern Kentucky Fishing YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be going over some of the baits that I'm going to be using at Bangor Boat Ramp, which is also in Rowan County. I need to change those around. I'm going to be going over some of the baits that I'm going to be using because we plan on going there soon. So, first off, the only one that I have with a skirt that is actually with a crap, I'm going to be using this red, cheap, like $1 spinnerbait from Walmart. I'm going to be explaining the baits and how I use them. So with the spinnerbait, I like to thump it off a brush, you know. If I can rip it through grass or thump it off brush, it does good for me. Let's see, I've got some more in here. There's a chatterbait. So for Bangor, I'll probably use one of these rattle traps, and I just like to throw these around, you know, rocks and stuff. You know, like, it'll sit like this in the water and swim. I like to beat the head off of rocks and stuff. Trigger reaction strike. If I'm throwing, I probably won't use that one just because there's not a lot of top water cover that I can use. I'm going to use baits that I like to go through the water. But this jerk bait, I like to jerk it along rock walls, you know, and stuff. And like something like this, I might use this if I get a stronger rod. Something like this deep diver crankbait, I like to crank them around rocks too. I also have some plastics in here that I'm going to be using if I can find them. Also, look how cool this is. It's not a cigar, it's an e-cig. That's amazing. I found that down at the lake as soon as I got done recording this last video that's uploading. That's sick. Also, guys, I'm kind of bummed because I lost one of my musky baits. I got to tweak them a little bit because they're not working right. I'll have to take them inside and tweak them. But I'm also going to be using some of these big bite baits. They're called a brush hog. That's what I call them. And also some big bite baits, crawdads. Over there at Bangor, for some reason, the bluegill, or the bluegill, good lord, the bass love crawdads. So, for crawdad imitations and brush hog imitations, I'm just going to throw around structure like I did last time. You know, log jams, anywhere. Because see, when I throw my bait out, I will put a big worm hook on it and a pretty good size sinker, not too bad. And then I'll just, you know, just cast and reel is all I do. But stay tuned for that. I'm also going to try to make another video at longbow. This will be my 5th one, but y'all stay tuned. Oh, we're still recording, okay.